In this scene, a mother sings nursery rhymes as she walks her child to school.
아니, 숙냥이 미국 놈 무릎 꿇고 살려달라.
Then she goes to work at the garment factory. It's a worker's paradise. Finally, she returns home to a lavish meal. The film shows only the cheerful facade because here, image matters. And North Korea goes to extremes to show its best face to the outside world. From North Korea, you can see the South Korean border village of Taesongdong. It has a 100-meter tall flagpole towering over it. But just 2.5 kilometers across the border, the North Korean village of Kicheongdong was not to be outdone. They built a flagpole 160 meters high, the tallest in the world. And the town itself is not what it might appear. In this propaganda village, most of the buildings are merely facades. Hollow on the inside, they were built to entice South Koreans to defect to the paradise in the north. It's a fitting metaphor. In North Korea, things aren't necessarily what they seem. After letting us shoot inside the hospital for days, our minders take us for a walk in a park and allow us to bring our cameras. Our cameraman comes across a bench.
So why is it in a glass box?
Sorry?
Why is it in a glass box?
Yeah, and then our people want to preserve no damage.
Yes. It's a special bench, sat upon by none other than Kim Il-sung himself.
That's cool, Mr. Park. Very cool.
Back on the streets of Pyongyang, our cameraman wants to take a photograph of a statue of the great leader. It's huge, so he lies on the ground to make it fit in his shot. But the minder lets us know this is a mistake, a big one.
No, there is no one, no foreigner to just lie down in front of our great leader's statue. I'm afraid tomorrow we are going out of our country.
Still, he uses the Juche ideology of self-reliance to justify his rule and crush all dissent. And one way he's held on to power is through the use of concentration camps to strike fear into the hearts of the people. Places like this, a 50-kilometer by 40-kilometer long work camp known simply as Number 22, are scattered throughout North Korea. Camps can be the size of small cities. Number 22 reportedly holds up to 50,000 people, and many who enter don't leave alive. Defector An Myung-chol was a guard at Number 22. He escaped through China and is one of the few guards to tell his story to the outside world. Though satellites provide the only photographs of his camp, An remembers every detail.
When we were educated as guards, we were told not to think of the prisoners as humans. The moment you enter a North Korean prison camp, you're no longer a human being. If you think you're a human being, there's no way you can survive in the camps.
An saw his fellow guards beat and even shoot prisoners for minor offenses, like searching for mice to eat. Food was always scarce.
I remember seeing kids fighting over a corn kernel they found inside cow dung. A cow had eaten corn, and the children fought over it, and eventually washed it in the water and ate it.
Camp 22 is a family camp. The people there didn't actually commit crimes themselves, but were the family members of those who allegedly did. If a North Korean citizen simply complained to a friend about that month's rations or did anything else that could be seen as questioning the regime, his entire extended family, children, parents, cousins, could end up in Camp 22 for life.
The people didn't know how or why they ended up there.
Camps, especially those like number 22, which house the families of the accused, keep people loyal to the regime. And when someone tries to defect from the country, their family often faces death or imprisonment.